Hello everybody and welcome back to another Unity Indie Game Dev Vlog. I don't know why I'm so excited today, but there's actually good reason to be excited because in today's video I'm going over some viewer feedback. And before I even get into it, you're probably used to this now if you've seen some of my videos on this game. It's a game, if you haven't seen this game before, I'll give you a quick little description. It's a game where you can't attack the enemies and you have to dodge them to survive each stage, waiting out the timers under the enemies until they self-destruct. Doesn't really make too much sense by my description, but I'm more prepared than last video, and you'll see as you watch the gameplay. Watch the whole video to support the channel the most, because that kind of stuff, the audience retention, kind of helps out the video a lot. So I would appreciate that. You can play the game now with the link in the description. The game's free and a new update just came out, and that's going over some of the stuff that I'm going over today. And also remember to keep notifications on because my video schedule is very consistent. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so the main thing I really added visually is a lot more color to the game in terms of a few things, which I think make the game look a lot more interesting visually. And as I'm going over these points where of the stuff that I got viewer feedback on, I'll have their comment in like the corner of the screen when I'm talking about what hopefully you understand. But now the background is more colorful. That's the first part. Before, it did have a very tiny hint of color, but it was kind of hard to notice. But now I think it makes the game like pop out more. There's a lot more like contrast, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right word for that. Anyway, the most obvious change is that the destruction and leftover particles. So basically once the enemy self-destructs, it's a lot more colorful now, and it all has to do with like the enemy rage state. So if the enemy is in rage mode, which basically is a powered up version of, you know, the normal state. And you could tell if they're in rage mode by if they're red instead of blue, basically. That's the most basic way of knowing. And another very pronounced thing, I don't even know if that's the right word again, is that the projectiles are now different. They have a different kind of style to them now. As before, they basically looked like the enemies, which I didn't. That wasn't like a design choice really that I put a lot of thought in, like, and I guess it works, but I don't know, like I like that there's like some changes to it now because it just adds a bit more visual variety. I guess that's kind of the whole point of all the stuff that I've been talking about so far. Anyway, thanks for the feedback. If you're enjoying this video, you can support me by liking the video and subscribing to the channel only if you enjoy the video and you enjoy the channel. Here's something else that I changed: post-processing. So the game always had post-processing in it, but in an effort to kind of try and not go too far with it, to make it to where like it was just too much, you know, even though you could turn it off and on, I didn't want to give off that like weird kind of look, but I was just like, you know what, you could turn it off and on, might as well have it be a lot more pronounced. So as you can see, the game does look a lot different with the post-processing now than before. And I personally like the more cleaner look, but it looks nice, I think, if you're kind of bored of the style of it. The last thing I'm going to go over is now there's a screen shake option in the game. So screen shake is kind of explains itself, but now you can turn it on and off. I mean, I don't know what else you would turn it on. Off. Wait. Okay, I've confused myself now. Anyway, some people, by the comment that you're seeing on the screen, some people might not like the screen shake so much, and I thought, you know, it's not that difficult to add. It'd take a little bit, but like, might as well add. So, that's about it for this devlog. If you enjoyed this video, I already talked about liking the video and all that stuff. Hey, excuse me. Yeah, let's just move on from that. Here's me playing Terraria, and yeah, I don't know why I'm still doing this.